We have round 4 with everything to fight for this week. Sand Hollow Golf Club by our very own Seb K. Let's see what he's got cooked up for us. Back tees for the final round. High winds out of the west. The fairways are very firm. The greens are also very firm. And the green speed, it's not very fast, but it's just about up in the 170s again. So this is going to be a tall task. We're going to need another very good round out of us to survive the gauntlet yet another week and maintain our status in the Platinum Tour. So let's get a nice big drive, get things kicked off here, get this round underway. All right, that is absolutely perfection. Thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. Things have been popping over here on Twitch as well as on YouTube, so just thank you guys. The YouTube subs just continue to amaze me. You guys have been way too generous to me. Okay, so 141 with the tailwind. Let's see, we have about like 13 miles an hour wind at the tail, so this probably is carrying out like 6 or 7, which is only going to get us to about 130. Very firm. Squeeze 11 yards out of it. The bounce at the very fast. I think we take sand wedge. If we end up a little bit short, we should have like a slightly uphill putt. If we end up somehow long, we do have a backstop that should be helping us out here. All right, back-to-back, very nice swings here. Let's get this sandwich down nice and close to the hole. Excellent. Up the hill, not a lot going on in this putt, which means that I will probably find a way to screw it up. But let's not manifest that. Let's not manifest that. We've got a little bit of movement. If I get this here, and we're gonna hit it firm, so that it doesn't have a chance to go low side. And that might be, it's the first or maybe second time that we managed to take this first hole here with a birdie. Now, very firm fairways here. This creates a bit of conflict. I can't really lay up, as it ends up being 188 yards. You've got a tailwind and probably some uphill, so like you're probably looking at like a 7-iron or something, or an 8-iron in. But with the tailwind and everything, you're really gonna want to reduce the amount. Really are gonna want to reduce the amount of club that you're taking into these. All right, a few really nice strikes to start this round. I took a little bit off of this, which I know looks a little bit sketchy there. But what I'm really concerned about is running out into this rough up ahead. And now we've got it down so far as to potentially be taking a pitch in. Which, now this is an interesting proposition, to say the least. Because I do think that this is going to fly just a little bit too far, or maybe fly about pin high. I'm going to take a little bit off of it. Hopefully enough to find our way up close to the hole, and if not, we've should hopefully have a decent putt at it. Blocked it a little. We're a little far. Okay, so it got a little bit further on us. I thought with the elevation change that would maybe prevent that wind from taking us quite as far. Faster greens, there's a little bit of break the whole way. We just have to make sure. We just have to make sure that we are playing enough off of this putt so that even though there's not a lot going on, in it, we just don't want to roll it down. Okay, so that's a little bit much to be taken off the putt. Played it very, very protective. Very, very protective. It was actually, I think, the right read. But I'm just trying to be smart and safe with that. Our decision seems to be pretty easy here, yeah. We can't go any further. A little bit fast, but that wind's holding us up to the right. We've got a pretty far back pin there, and I did not do any sort of overpower. So this is gonna be quite a stretch if we're going to get it onto the green. Now, 87, what, you've got about 260 maybe? Yeah, probably about 260, mid 270s and then wind. So where's mid 270s, wind? You need to, if you're gonna get this, so what's the other option is to try and lay it up here and then play the shot into that. But I think, I don't know, I just have this feeling like if we get up close-ish, we should be able to make anything work. Got the 103. How is this gonna kick and roll? Oh man, that's like one of the few ways that maybe we don't have the greatest opportunity here. But it was a risk that we were willing to take. 7 yards. It's gonna roll out more, but at the same time, probably land somewhere in there. I'm gonna put full backspin on it, maybe a touch aloft. Sit, sit, sit. Oh, and a little bit of right to left at the end. What's going on, TML? I personally love TrueSim. They went to Legend Swing for a bit, and I just don't quite have the time these days to play both. But I love TrueSim. TrueSim's a lot of fun. The conditions on it are much more tame. They play on a lot of IRL courses. I'm gonna hit this firmer. Oh, wow. Okay, I saw it breaking, but I didn't see it breaking that much. Even if I hit it any firmer than that, we were gonna make it. That's tough. Wow. Okay. I didn't think we had a bad effort at it per se, but I was definitely not expecting it to miss by so much. All right. That should be a good drive. Should be enough distance to clear the gap. And then we go for another par 5. Hopefully we can make something out of this one. 283. And it's in this front part. So it's going to be tough. We're probably looking at a splash from that right-hand side. Thinking of doing a TrueSim tour in your group? Would start on PS5, one event, a week Sunday to Saturday. There's definitely a crowd for it. You know, as far as like how many, like, TrueSim is not like crazy popular, But there definitely is like a dedicated group of people who enjoy it. So you have to like find this to be able to run it up. So we're definitely looking for the fairway here. This is going to be tough. I felt that. Really slammed the stick forward on that one. Gotta keep the swing calmer. Gotta keep the swing calmer. Yeah, I personally haven't played True Sim in quite some time now. Because we've been playing Plat this season, and I've just pretty much only been playing Plat at this point. Okay, I think we should be able to get this close. I think we should be able to get this close. If we get a nice flop here. Beautiful. Okay, so we're at least able to squeeze out one birdie there through the par fives. 2 under through the opening 4. We continue our fight. Now this is a tough pit. I think this round is just going to be incredibly difficult. It's round 4 pins. It's very firm. It's all of the things. So definitely going to need to have our A game on here if we want to have any semblance of a chance. So what, probably like 13 miles an hour of wind? Yeah. We want the uphill putt, so I'm okay going a little bit left. The question becomes, it's 189 carry without the wind, 13 miles an hour, kind of coming in at a diagonal. I think we're still long, so I gotta play bit of loft and spin to try and control this. I mean, left side is where we were trying to play that to. It's a longer putt at 32 feet, but I think leaving ourselves on the uphill is probably about as good as we could do. We're going to turn a bit at the start. A little bit, and then it kind of holds at the end. Oh, just barely. Woo! Big putt. Big putt. Never heard of your group, the Champions League? Actually, it kind of rings a bell. I feel like maybe I saw something posted about it in like the Rub of the Green Discord? Question mark? I don't know anything about it other than, you know, it's a soccer league as well. But yeah, I think I've heard of it. So I assume if I've heard of it, that probably a fair number of people play in it. Maybe I saw somebody have it as a stream title as well at some point. All right, so this is... There's part of me that says, like, go up to the 8-iron and fully loft it. But I think that's too much. So I'm full back spinning the 9. Just gotta execute. Pushed it, but the fast, but it's gonna hit the fairway here, and that's gonna be, that's the killer. If that land, like, it's a long bounce from the green, but the fact that that goes to the right and misses the fairway, now we're at 74 feet. Well, this sucks. Well, this sucks. I don't think we can make this putt. I think the more we go out to the right, the more it breaks. I'm just hoping to get this somewhat close. Yeah. That's just an unmakeable putt. That hole's tough. Like, I think even if we get, maybe there's a place to miss that. I think even if we get our shot to land on the green, like, I still don't have a great feeling about it. I'm actually thinking if we take 3 wood here, if we're able to then parlay that into like a lob wedge, we should be able to get good spin, and with the way that it's downhill to it, maybe spin it back. Because, like, I don't want to take the pitch, so I'm going to give it a little bit of topspin because I think we're actually going to be a little short on it. So I need that extra little release from up here. You've got to be kidding me. I take spin off, but it still generates enough spin to stop on the downslope. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's exactly right about where I thought it would be, but I guess I needed to de-loft it. Okay, so we've got a putt to make. We've got a putt to make. Wasn't meant to be, I guess. Oh, that hurts. Because we wanted to be a little bit long. I tried to make a lob wedge do pretty much a thing that a lob wedge can't do. Alright, so let's see if we can get something going on this hole then, maybe. Pin's back, 196. That's such a mean pin, so what? You're gonna have to... And we're on an uphill. So 7-iron stock probably lands close to here. Very Firms is gonna want to go. So I think you give it the full backspin to get a couple yards past this. Now this wind... It all feeds left to right. I pushed it, though. Freaking pushed it. That still was going to release, huh? That's not a bad miss. Being back here, you leave yourself with a bit of uphill. So I'm not too distraught over that. I pushed it. Thing that sucks is you're like going for it, but then when you miss, you leave yourself this putt. So I gotta hit it a little bit firmer. Just, I'm trying to, if I can at all, take some break out of these. But I know, like, with that still comes quite a bit of break. Come on. All right, let's get off this par train. Let's get off this par train. We've been very close. This front nine has been okay, but we've definitely left quite a bit out there. See, this is like the crapshoot of, you get a tailwind from back there, so you're pretty much saying, okay, I need to go down this way. Oh, we pushed it. That's going to bring that bunker right into play, unless we get some crazy kick over it. Just an incredibly skilled gamer. Okay. Now is like, how much wind does this play as? Because the pitching wedge on that earlier one went pretty far. But I don't want to overcompensate and end up like well short on this, so. Another push, but distance seems to be a lot better on this one. Oh, don't bite. Okay. I got scared with that the slope was going to take us back and off of the green or something. Okay, so we get to, what, 4 under going out? That's not terrible, I don't think, but what I don't really know is, like, exactly how these scores are playing out this round. 315, 329, this is easily out towards, like, 340. I actually think the play, because of how much spin you can generate out of the splash shot, I think our play is just go for the bunker. Now, those little bits of grass out there make that very difficult. But I genuinely think... Oh, did I get enough? I did get enough to go green. I was trying for the overpower there just on the off chance we get green, because now we've got an uphill putt. But I wanted to try and clear things, get us as far down there, and if we overdid it, that we're actually rewarded for it. All right, so how much break? How much break? Because it is going to power through quite a bit, yeah? I want to make sure that we're not underestimating the power of something like this. Oh, it's still going to be low. Now settle down. Okay, so wasn't able to give it enough, but was able to get the easy bird. Nothing like rounding the corner with a tap-in birdie. Ooh. Where do you want to be on this? This is like a reasonable, like, just shy of pin high and uphill. I suppose if you go long left, it's just basically left. Right has quite a bit going on. 160. See, this is where you end up with, like, it's 160, and then you've got the wind, and it's gonna bounce, and it's gonna roll. It's that kick right to left that I'm basically banking on here. A little bit fast. Oh, 101 fast. We're going way long. Jeez. Oh, you know what it is though? When we go fast there, we end up creating like way more of a tailwind. So that is 100% what's going on there. Nice. Little bit of break, but it's 4 foot, so hopefully that just means that we're close enough we can hit this firm. All right. I don't know if I'm starting to get confident or cocky. It feels like one of these short, powerful putts is gonna come to bite me at some point, but hopefully that point is not anytime soon. I don't think you lay up with a 3-wood here. I think you just play this left side. Should be enough wind on this much downhill to stop it with like plenty of room. I think it's more a deception of the eyes, especially knowing how much more downhill it is to the hole. So if this goes to 68 to like 65, and then you've got this much wind in the face, it's back into the, like, high 250. It's longer than this. It bounces and rolls. I think so long as you're... I just hope it doesn't kick to the right too much. I blocked it. Oh my gosh. That's in the water. It has to be hit the heavy rough. Wow. I just blocked that one just the littlest bit. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we're alive. We're alive, we're alive, we're alive, and that's the big thing here. Can we salvage birdie? Maybe. Maybe. That's not bad. That's really not bad. Like, I'm looking for eagle, but this could be just a very scrappy bird. Okay. I'm just, at this point, if there's like not a lot of break, I'm just trying to force the issue. Trying to get ourselves the score. So we got 6 under through 12. 34 foot down here is going to take us out into about 320. 334. I think more than likely we end up in that bunker, but that bunker is an okay place to be. Oh, we're gonna end up in this heavy rough. All right, that was the one place I didn't really have smart for. I thought that'll shoot out. Okay, so time to get creative. So at most we're getting 28 yards, probably about 20. No, with the downhill lie, let's say about 28. It's 3 yards short. Full loft, full backspin is still gonna be long. I think we're gonna have to partial it. So I think with the downhill slope, I just don't know that we're gonna get enough bite. And I don't want to be out the bottom. Even though it's not the worst chip back up, I would like to keep this on the green if I can. There's just no stopping it from there. It's pretty much impossible. It's pretty much impossible. But we can chip this still. Ah, it's left. Alright, scrappy hole. We gave it a chance. Got ourselves into pretty much an approach spot where we can't stop it. We tried. Maybe with a little bit more off of that, there's a semblance of hope. Before I take this, is there any way we could go just like straight on at this? That's about where we're aiming. So that's 340. We've got 307, 321, wind at the back. It's actually possible, potentially, but it's risky. 321. I don't know. I trust. I trust. Let's do it. I know this is a risk play, but hold it a little bit left, which makes this even trickier. Get away with it. Okay, well now we have a pitch. Sand wedge pitch. It probably lands right around in here. It's the bounce and release. It's uphill. I don't want to really give it more because if it does go, don't really want to deal with the fallout of that. Maybe just a little bit. Like, just a little. Because it's very firm, so the big... It's just a matter of, like, does it big kick? Oh, nice pitch here. A little fast. Yeah, see, that's way more distance. Now it's gonna roll. I think the fast has to be the big culprit for that distance. Three inches downhill. We have to play protective because this continues to run away from us beyond the hole. So, ever so slightly, I don't think that one at the end really is going to be able to do anything to the putt. So it's all the little bits of break early on. It's almost a flat putt, but the fact that we have to take so much distance off of this is what really concerns me. No way, man. There's no way you're doing me dirty like that. Oh, come on. I thought I gave it enough. I really did. Okay, I guess the question becomes, is there any way that you can get this, like, close? And I'm thinking there's not. With the wind, like, you run this out and you're into, like, 230s on, like, a very close... You can maybe keep it in the bowl, use that backstop, and then have, like, a long putt there. If we go long here, this is where I've gotten kicked out before. So I'm going to actually go 3 hybrid, and we'll just deal with the fallout from there. Ooh, no, not the block slow. Can't be missing too much in that one direction. That's not good. Settle. We might just be in the heavy rough and dead. Gosh darn it. Not that there was, like, a great play here, but now it's, like... Now that's really not good. Now that's really not good. Because, like, best we can do is somewhere in here. Oh, this is so messed up. I almost think we have to play it to this... This is going to be really dumb, but where we're at... This is just hoping to get out onto the fairway over here. Nice. Okay. Okay, so there's a chance now from this position that we can go up and down. There's a chance. Try and procure a flop shot here. The other option... I think would end up putting us with a pitching... with a lob wedge pitch here, and I think we spin it off. So I think we have to go gap wedge flop. Little fast. Okay, we have a look at the bird. Not an easy putt, but we have a gander. Hit it a little bit fast there, which is less than ideal, of course. So it's the left to right break. We've been missing these low, so I'm probably going to have to make sure that we add an extra little bit to this putt. Get in there. Big time. Okay, come on. 31, 3 holes to play. What do you want from me, Seb? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? I mean, you can get some extra distance out of the... But not 249. Like, I can't get 10 yards out of my backspin. I can get a couple. Could probably land it, like, here. Maybe with the wind it carries in. You landed it in the bunker. And then you play a splash shot up from there. The other option is, like, the long putt, but... What, we'd have to be on this shelf, and then you've gotta... I mean, you're not left with, like, much for options, right? Because it's very firm, and then it rolls out. So, realistically, what's gonna happen here, if we took, like, the 3-wood, this carries and rolls, and we're probably back this way? It's like, the putt's not the worst. It's just, like, then you've got a long putt with distance control. The hard part with what Mikey's talking about is my luck, I'm going to end up in the rough, and then you've got a chip that you can't really stop. It's not a bad play, though. It really is not a bad idea. I'm going to just try and play like a high draw 3-wood. We struck it well. I know it's way out to the right, and I know I'm going to be back here, but it's the putt. Just trying to stop it from going too far. See, like, that's not... Maybe not terrible. Maybe not terrible. So what? We putt this, and it's gonna break right. It's the double breaker that gets me. Because you're hitting it pretty firm through the first part. Like, it is going off, but I think very quickly it starts to come back. And then I'm actually gonna say it breaks more at the end. Hey, what's going on, Not? Welcome back. How are you this evening? I'm still low. Okay. Still low. That came back way more left. That came back way more left. There was no way I'm getting that. We played it out there to the right already. But we're able to make a par out of that, and I think that hole is going to be playing par most of the time. I can't see how it's not. Can't see how that's not. 13 down to 199. Now we get 13 miles an hour of wind. 186. It's going to play more on that. 7-iron is going to release a little bit, but I don't think enough. So I think we take the 7, because I just have a hard time expecting a higher club to be it. Give it a little bit. I pushed it. It's actually not the worst. Now it's starting to get out there to the right. Settle. Man, I'm getting absolutely just screwed by these. Like, it lands just barely on the fringe or the fairway or whatever. And the way the mechanics work, it just, like, doesn't allow for the spin to take hold as much. And there's so much more release. Okay, so we've been wrong on these. We've been wrong on these. You're hitting it, and it is drifting to the right. So I'm going to put it out here, and hopefully that's enough. I might not have hit that hard enough. Oh, just barely. Okay, come on, one more. One more. Par 4 coming home. That did feel a bit fast. It's fairway. It's going to create a longer approach. But you can't really cut the corner with that wind. So this is the general direction I think we're always going to be. See, the crazy part is I hate this design. Because the crazy part, like, you want to be below the hole, but below the hole is going to have enough momentum to run you off of the green. So you're, like, pretty much bound to playing it high and having, like, a downhill putt with the downhill... I don't like it. I don't like it. But let's just take what it's given us. I think 5-iron's gonna land about hole high, and then you can gather some momentum. So I think what we might do, actually do on this is I'm gonna play this a bit to the left, play it with the momentum, let it ride the ridge. Try and hit the hole coming back down off the hill, and if it rolls off, then we just have the putter chip up the hill. A little bit fast, which might be problematic. We might be a little bit too far left now and have that tougher putt. Just so long as it comes down. Like, come down off of the hill. This is what I'm playing for, is momentum off of that slope to bring us down towards the hole. Okay, it's not bad, but it actually almost is like we need the 4-iron or something to be able to pull that off. Now you're playing such a dainty putt. Oh my goodness. You can't have any sort of aggression. Can't have any sort of aggression. But like, how does this... Okay. You're hitting it so softly. So softly. I'm playing it way out here. I know this seems like it could be too much outside. But it's not! Come on! Gotta be happy with 9 under there, right? Clean round. I know we missed some opportunities. There's some big scores up there, but like 9 under. I just hope it's enough. I think it can be. I think 9 under in those conditions are good. So fingers crossed. We're fighting. We're scratching and clawing at the bottom-ish part of the leaderboard for yet another week, but is it another weekend that saves us? Guess we'll find out on Monday.